Ladies and gentlemen, life has a way of knocking us down. We've all faced setbacks, some expected, some out of nowhere. A failed exam, a lost job, a broken relationship, a dream that didn't go as planned. In those moments, it's easy to feel like we've lost, like we've fallen too hard to rise again. But here's the truth. Setbacks don't define us, comebacks do. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and unexpected obstacles. No matter how hard we try to avoid failure, it is an inevitable part of growth. However, what truly matters is how we respond to these setbacks. The first step to making a strong comeback is to accept the setback itself. This might sound simple, but in reality, it is one of the hardest things to do. When we experience failure, rejection, or disappointment, our instinct is often to deny, avoid, or blame external factors. But true growth begins when we face our setbacks head-on, acknowledge what went wrong, and take responsibility for our journey forward. Accepting a setback does not mean admitting defeat. It does not mean settling for failure or believing that we are not capable. Instead, it is about embracing reality and using it as a foundation for growth. Many people spend too much time resisting failure. They make excuses, dwell on what should have happened, or blame others for their misfortunes. This only prolongs the pain and prevents progress. By fully accepting the situation, we give ourselves the freedom to move forward with clarity and purpose. One of the biggest reasons people struggle to accept setbacks is the fear of judgment, both from themselves and from others. We often tie our self-worth to our achievements, and when something does not go as planned, it can feel like a personal failure. However, setbacks are not reflections of our value as individuals. They are simply events, temporary moments in our journey. When we stop personalizing failure and start seeing it as a stepping stone, we shift from a mindset of defeat to one of growth. History is filled with examples of people who faced massive failures before achieving greatness. Walt Disney was fired from his first job for lacking imagination. J.K. Rowling was rejected by multiple publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Steve Jobs was removed from his own company before making a triumphant return. Each of these individuals experienced failure, but instead of letting it define them, they embraced it, learned from it, and used it to come back even stronger. The process of acceptance begins with self-reflection. When a setback occurs, take a moment to assess the situation honestly. Ask yourself, what went wrong? What could I have done differently? What lessons can I take from this experience? These questions allow us to shift our focus from frustration to learning. The goal is not to dwell on mistakes, but to extract value from them. Every setback contains a hidden lesson, one that can guide us toward a better approach in the future. It is also important to manage emotions during the process of acceptance. It is natural to feel disappointment, frustration, or even anger when faced with failure. Suppressing these emotions will not make them disappear. In fact, it often makes the recovery process longer. Instead of ignoring negative emotions, acknowledge them, process them, and then let them go. Giving yourself permission to feel is an essential part of moving forward. Once we accept setbacks, we gain control over our next steps. When we resist failure, we remain stuck in the past, but when we accept it, we empower ourselves to take action. Acceptance allows us to see failure not as an endpoint, but as a pivot point, an opportunity to reassess, recalibrate, and come back stronger. This mindset shift is what separates those who rise again from those who remain stuck in their struggle. Moreover, acceptance builds resilience. Every time we face a setback and choose to acknowledge it rather than run from it, we develop mental toughness. Resilient individuals do not crumble under pressure. They adapt, learn, and push forward with even greater determination. This resilience becomes a lifelong asset, helping us handle future challenges with confidence. Many people view setbacks as obstacles to success, but in reality, they are part of the journey to success. No great achievement comes without failure. The key is to embrace setbacks as necessary experiences rather than as final verdicts. When we accept that failure is not the opposite of success, but rather a component of it, we begin to approach challenges with a healthier, more constructive mindset. In the end, setbacks are not what define us. Our response to them does. When we learn to accept setbacks without fear or denial, we open the door to growth, wisdom, and an even stronger comeback. The journey to success is never a straight path. It is full of twists, turns, and moments of doubt. But those who learn to accept and learn from their failures are the ones who ultimately rise above them. So, if you are facing a setback right now, take a deep breath. Look at the situation honestly. Accept it. Learn from it. And most importantly, remind yourself that this is not the end of your story. This is just the beginning of your comeback. A resilient mindset is the foundation of every strong comeback. When faced with setbacks, many people feel defeated, overwhelmed, or unsure of how to move forward. It's natural to experience disappointment when things don't go as planned, but the difference between those who stay down and those who rise again is resilience. A resilient mindset allows us to turn failure into fuel, obstacles into opportunities, and setbacks into stepping stones towards something greater. Resilience is not something we are born with, it is something we develop. It is a skill, a habit, and a way of thinking that strengthens with practice. At its core, resilience is about perspective. It is about shifting our mindset from asking, "Why did this happen to me?" to, "What can I learn from this?" Instead of seeing failure as the end of the road, a resilient person sees it as a detour, a temporary challenge that leads to new possibilities. One of the first steps in developing resilience is changing how we interpret setbacks. Many people take failure personally, believing that it defines their abilities or potential. However, failure is not a reflection of who we are. It is a momentary experience, not a permanent label. When we separate our self-worth from our failures, we free ourselves from the fear of trying again. Instead of seeing setbacks as proof that we are not good enough, we can view them as part of the journey towards success. Another crucial aspect of a resilient mindset is adaptability. Life is unpredictable and things won't always go according to plan. The most successful individuals are not those who never fail, but those who can adjust, pivot, and find new ways to move forward. When one door closes, a resilient person doesn't stand there staring at it. They look for another way in. Whether it's trying a new approach, learning a new skill, or simply adjusting expectations, flexibility is key to bouncing back stronger. Resilience is also deeply connected to self-belief. If you don't believe in your ability to recover, you won't take the necessary steps to do so. This is why building confidence is essential. Confidence doesn't mean ignoring failures or pretending everything is fine. It means recognizing your own strength, even in the face of adversity. One way to build this confidence is by reflecting on past challenges. Think back to a time when you overcame something difficult. Remind yourself that you have faced hardships before and survived. If you could do it then, you can do it now. Additionally, resilience is about controlling what you can and letting go of what you can't. Many people waste time and energy worrying about things that are out of their control, whether it's external circumstances, other people's opinions, or unexpected changes. Some things are simply beyond our influence. Resilient individuals focus on their response rather than the situation itself. Instead of dwelling on the past, they ask themselves, "What can I do right now to move forward?" This shift in focus helps maintain a sense of control even in uncertain times. One powerful technique for strengthening resilience is practicing gratitude. It may seem counterintuitive to think about gratitude in the middle of a setback, but it can change everything. When we focus on what we still have, our skills, our support systems, our experiences, we begin to see challenges in a new light. Gratitude helps us shift from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance, reminding us that even in difficult times, there is still something to be grateful for. Another key aspect of resilience is maintaining a growth mindset. Coined by psychologist Carol Dweck, a growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and perseverance. People with a fixed mindset believe that failure is permanent, while those with a growth mindset see failure as a chance to improve. When we embrace a growth mindset, we stop seeing setbacks as barriers and start viewing them as opportunities for learning and development. Developing resilience also requires surrounding ourselves with the right people. The support of family, friends, mentors, and colleagues can make a significant difference in how we navigate setbacks. Positive, encouraging relationships remind us that we are not alone in our struggles and that setbacks are a shared human experience. Seeking advice, learning from others' experiences, and accepting help when needed are all signs of strength, not weakness. Self-care is another crucial part of resilience. When we go through setbacks, our mental and physical well-being can suffer. Taking care of ourselves through exercise, healthy eating, sleep, and mindfulness helps us stay strong enough to handle challenges. Resilient individuals understand that they cannot pour from an empty cup. They prioritize their well-being so they can face adversity with a clear mind and renewed energy. Finally, resilience is about persistence. A strong comeback does not happen overnight. There will be moments of doubt, frustration, and exhaustion. The key is to keep going even when progress seems slow. Every small step forward, no matter how insignificant it feels, is a step in the right direction. It is the accumulation of these small steps that leads to major breakthroughs. In the end, setbacks are not what define us. Our mindset does. When we develop resilience, we turn obstacles into opportunities, failures into lessons, and comebacks into success stories. No matter how hard life hits, those with a resilient mindset will always find a way to rise again, stronger and wiser than before. Setbacks can be discouraging, but they also present an opportunity for growth. The key to making a strong comeback is not just about bouncing back, it's about bouncing back better. To do this, you must take action and actively improve yourself in the areas that matter most. A setback is not a full stop, it is a comma, a pause that allows you to reassess, make adjustments, and move forward with greater strength, skill, and wisdom. One of the first steps in taking action after a setback is self-reflection. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong in an emotional or negative way, take a step back and analyze the situation logically. Ask yourself, what led to this outcome? Were there mistakes or misjudgments that could have been avoided? What were the factors beyond my control? What lessons can I take from this? Reflection allows you to turn a setback into a learning experience rather than just a painful memory. After reflecting, it's time to set clear, actionable goals for improvement. Without a plan, it's easy to remain stuck in frustration or self-pity. The best way to move forward is by setting specific, measurable, and achievable goals that will help you grow. If you failed an exam, instead of just feeling bad about it, create a structured study plan to improve. If you lost a job opportunity, work on upgrading your skills or networking to find a better one. Every setback carries with it a lesson, and every lesson is an opportunity to improve. Another important aspect of taking action is developing new skills. Sometimes setbacks occur because we lack the necessary tools to succeed. Instead of seeing this as a failure, view it as a sign that it's time to level up. Identify what skills or knowledge would help you avoid similar setbacks in the future. This could mean taking an online course, reading books, seeking mentorship, or practicing a particular skill. Growth is a continuous process, and every step you take towards self-improvement brings you closer to success. Consistency is key when making a comeback. Many people start strong but lose motivation over time. They set ambitious goals, but when they don't see immediate results, they give up. The truth is, progress takes time. It's not about making drastic changes overnight. It's about committing to steady, incremental improvements every day. The small choices you make daily add up over time and lead to significant transformation. Resilience and self-improvement also require stepping out of your comfort zone. Growth never happens in places of comfort. If your setback has made you hesitant or fearful, it's a sign that you need to push yourself beyond your limits. Challenge yourself to try new things, take calculated risks, and embrace discomfort. The more you push yourself, the more confident and capable you will become. Another crucial aspect of taking action is seeking feedback. Often, we are too close to our own situations to see them clearly. Talking to mentors, coaches, or trusted friends can provide valuable insights. They may see patterns, weaknesses, or opportunities that we have overlooked. Constructive feedback allows us to refine our approach and make better decisions moving forward. Taking action also involves building healthy habits. When we experience setbacks, our confidence and motivation can take a hit. It's easy to fall into negative routines, procrastination, self-doubt, or unhealthy coping mechanisms. Instead, replace these with habits that contribute to long-term success. Exercise, mindfulness, reading, and maintaining a positive routine can help keep you mentally and physically strong as you work toward your comeback. One of the biggest challenges people face when trying to improve themselves is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, or fear of the unknown. However, fear should never be the reason to stay stuck. The best way to overcome fear is to take action despite it. Courage does not mean the absence of fear. It means moving forward even when fear is present. Each step you take weakens fear's grip on you. Another important factor in taking action is surrounding yourself with the right people. The environment you are in greatly influences your mindset and motivation. If you are around people who constantly bring you down, discourage you, or make you doubt yourself, your progress will be slower. Instead, seek out people who inspire, challenge, and support you. Being in a positive, growth-oriented environment will help you stay focused and motivated. Self-discipline plays a crucial role in making a strong comeback. There will be days when you don't feel like putting in the effort. There will be moments of doubt and frustration. However, discipline means showing up even when motivation fades. Success is not built on occasional bursts of effort. It is built on consistency and commitment. Finally, taking action means embracing patience. Many people expect instant results, and when things don't change quickly, they give up. But real growth and improvement take time. Just like a seed needs time to grow into a tree, personal development requires persistence. Trust the process, stay committed, and keep moving forward, even when progress feels slow. In the end, setbacks are not the end of the road. They are redirections. What separates those who succeed from those who don't is their willingness to take action and improve. If you are willing to learn, grow, and push forward, your comeback will not only be strong, it will be unstoppable. A strong comeback doesn't happen overnight. It's not just about getting back up. It's about staying up, moving forward, and never giving up, no matter how slow the progress. Many people start their comeback with determination, but when obstacles appear again, they lose momentum. The real secret to a powerful comeback is consistency. Showing up every day, doing the work, and refusing to quit, even when it feels like nothing is changing. Success is not built on a single moment of motivation. It is built on daily effort. Motivation may inspire you to start, but it is discipline and persistence that will keep you going. The road to success is rarely a straight line. It is full of ups and downs, victories and setbacks. If you stop every time you face another challenge, you will never reach your full potential. But if you keep pushing, even when it's difficult, you will eventually see results. One of the most important parts of staying consistent is setting a clear vision. A strong comeback requires knowing exactly what you want to achieve. Without a vision, it's easy to lose focus or get discouraged along the way. Ask yourself, what does success look like for me? What am I working toward? Write down your goals and remind yourself of them daily. Having a clear vision will help you stay committed, even when progress feels slow. Once you have a vision, break it down into small, manageable steps. Big goals can feel overwhelming, but if you focus on small daily actions, they become more achievable. If you're rebuilding after a financial setback, start by saving small amounts consistently. If you're recovering from a failure in your career, focus on learning one new skill at a time. Small actions, done repeatedly, create massive results over time. Another key to staying consistent is building positive habits. Your habits determine your future. If you develop habits that support your growth, like reading, exercising, practicing your craft, or networking, you will naturally improve over time. However, if you fall into negative habits, like procrastination, self-doubt, or avoiding challenges, you will stay stuck. The most successful people don't rely on willpower alone. They create routines that make success inevitable. Accountability is also crucial in making a strong comeback. When no one is watching, it's easy to slack off or give up. But when you have someone holding you accountable, a mentor, a friend, or even a personal commitment, you are more likely to stay on track. Find someone who will push you, challenge you, and remind you why you started. If no one else is available, be your own accountability partner. Track your progress, set deadlines, and celebrate small wins along the way. One of the biggest challenges in staying consistent is dealing with setbacks and slow progress. Sometimes you will work hard and see no immediate results. This is when most people quit. They assume that because they haven't seen success yet, they never will. But success doesn't happen overnight. It builds over time. Just because you don't see progress doesn't mean it's not happening. Keep going. Even when it feels like nothing is changing, the results will come. A great example of persistence is Thomas Edison, who failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he said, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,000,000 ways that won't work." This is the mindset of a strong comeback, seeing every failure as a lesson, every mistake as a stepping stone, and every challenge as a chance to grow stronger. Another important part of staying consistent is managing your mindset. Doubt, fear, and frustration will try to stop you. Your inner voice may tell you that you're not good enough or that you should give up. But your thoughts do not define you, your actions do. Whenever negative thoughts arise, replace them with affirmations of strength, confidence, and resilience. Remind yourself, I am capable, I am strong, I will not give up. It's also important to take breaks and rest when needed, but never quit. Burnout happens when we push too hard without allowing ourselves time to recharge. If you feel overwhelmed, take a short break, reset your mind, and then get back to work. Rest is necessary, but quitting is not an option. Lastly, believe in the power of persistence. Every great success story is a story of perseverance. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for television. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. J.K. Rowling faced rejection from 12 different publishers before Harry Potter became a global success. What if they had given up? Their setbacks did not define them, their comebacks did. So no matter what you are facing right now, keep going. Stay consistent, keep taking action even on the hard days, refuse to quit even when progress is slow, because in the end, the people who win are not the ones who never fail, they are the ones who never stop trying. Your comeback is not just about returning to where you were, it's about becoming stronger than ever before. Stay committed, stay persistent, and never give up, because your greatest success is waiting on the other side of your perseverance.